In the cold shadows of the past, there was a predator unlike any other. It was massive, ruthless, and very real. Its name was the dire wolf. Long before humans dominated the landscape, around 125,000 years ago, Earth was ruled by towering mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and dire wolves. Often mistaken for modern gray wolves, the dire wolf was a monster by comparison, growing up to 5 feet long, weighing over 150 pounds, with a bite force stronger than any living canine today. It hunted in packs, it crushed bones, and it left behind a trail of skeletons across the Americas. Then about 9,500 years ago, it vanished. Or so we thought. Scientists have long debated the cause of the dire wolf's extinction. Was it climate change? A mysterious disease that swept through the predator populations? Or was it us, humans, who outcompeted them, hunted their prey into scarcity, and took over their territory? Maybe it was all above. But here's the thing. When a species disappears, it usually leaves a clean trail of fossils. But the dire wolf? Not so much. There are strange gaps in the fossil record. And now, a growing number of researchers are wondering, did they all really die? Or did some just disappear in the places we've never looked? Because you probably already know the dire wolf, thanks to shows like Game of Thrones, books, video games, the dire wolf has become a symbol of power, mystery, and ancient fear. But fiction has a way of blurring into fact. And lately, some of the strange stories have been surfacing. Stories that make the fantasy seem a little too real. In 2021, a group of fossil hunters in northern Alberta unearthed something strange. It was a jawbone, but not just any jawbone. It was massive, too big for any known wolf species, and it was found in a layer of soil that, according to geologists, shouldn't have had any dire wolf fossils in it. It was too young. Carbon dating put it at about only 2,000 years old. That's 7,000 years after the dire wolf was supposed to be extinct. And that wasn't even the scariest part. A year later, a second discovery was made, this time in the Sierra Madre Mountains of Mexico. Hikers found what they thought was a large wolf skull. He brought it to a local university, and when scientists tested the DNA, they found something disturbing. It wasn't just similar to a dire wolf. It was identical, down to the mitochondrial markers. In other words, this wasn't a fossil. This was from some type of animal that died less than a decade ago. And its blood still had hemoglobin, which means it didn't just die recently. It died very recently. Now, teams of scientists across North America are racing to understand this anomaly. What they discovered is shocking. There's a genetic ghost, a distant cousin of the dire wolf, still lurking at some North American wolf populations. Scientists are now asking a terrifying question. Did the dire wolf really vanish? Or did it evolve? And the mystery doesn't end there. In a high-security lab in Colorado, scientists are cloning something unprecedented. They've used preserved DNA to recreate the full genome of the dire wolf. And now, with CRISPR gene editing and the support of several biotech firms, they're cloning embryos. The goal? Reintroduce the dire wolf into protected wilderness zones. But why? To reintroduce natural balance? To rewire ecosystems that have been damaged by overpopulation of prey? But not everyone thinks this is a good idea. Bringing back a predator that's been gone for over 9,000 years isn't just ambitious. It's dangerous. What if they can't control it? What if the wolves escape their enclosure? What if they're wrong about their behavior? One leaked memo from an internal meeting at a private firm funding the cloning read, "We are creating something ancient, but we don't know what instincts it will bring back with it. Some scientists argue if it remembers the Ice Age, it won't adapt to the modern world. It will try to reshape it. If direwolves return, even in small numbers, the impact would be enormous. Elk, deer, and even livestock populations would shift. Farmers could lose entire herds. Outdoor recreation zones might become hunting grounds. And for rural communities near release sites, there's another question. What happens when a direwolf meets a human? And more chilling still, what if they've already met? One thing is clear. We are on the edge of something unthinkable. A doorway to ancient past has been cracked open. And waiting just on the other side is a predator from another time. Bigger, smarter, hungrier. So if you're walking alone at night and you hear nothing but silence, no birds, no rustling, no wind, you might want to start running because the direwolf might already be behind you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Urban Legend Hunter. Until we meet again.